Alright, welcome back to Salt City Counseling, everybody. Once again, my name's Scott Carter. I'm a licensed therapist here in the awesome, beautiful state of Utah. Spring is on its way, and I am happy. Very happy about that. I'm going to talk about parental alienation in this video. This is an important topic to a lot of people. Parental alienation is probably some of the most challenging issues that I work with or deal with. There are so many nuances and so many complex aspects to it. I feel like most therapists don't really touch this issue, don't really do much with this issue. And I have to admit that it is an area of reluctance for me, primarily because I have found that a fair number, or a fair percentage, a decently sized percentage of people that claim that parental alienation is happening to them are a little bit more responsible for the current situation than they want to admit. And as a therapist, I'm very, very, very avoidant of clients, people that want to hire me, that expect me to be able to change the world around them, make other people change. Make their kids change, make their ex change, make the world change while they just exactly where they are. Usually when I spot those folks, I'm like, I can't help you. There's nothing I can do for you. If you're not going to take responsibility for your end of it, then I can't help you. And while I try to be empathetic and get that those folks are in a spot where maybe they're just in a lot of pain, I have to be honest, I can't really help them. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about how a lot of parents who are actually on the receiving end of alienation wait too long. I'm going to talk about like different levels of parental alienation. I've got a graphic here that I'm going to bring up here in a second. And some of the things that you can do about it, or different ways to approach it. And before I get into that, if you're new here, please subscribe. You know what to do. Help me out. Subscribe, like, share, comment, hit the notification bell, all that stuff. It helps me out a lot. If you really like my content, hit the tip jar, please. Really helps me to keep content like this going. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, all those links are in the description below. If you have a viewer question, you can email me, scottc at saltcitycounseling.com. And you will remain anonymous. You can ask me in general questions, or you can ask a question in the comment section below. That can work as well. And also, as of today, I'm sure people will watch this down the road, but as of today, March 1st of 2021, my brand new, shiny, highconflictcommunity.com website is up. It is live. It's still a little bare bones, but I have my 4 courses up on there for high conflict, divorce, custody, co-parenting, parental alienation, and the like. So check out the description. The links are in there, highconflictcommunity.com. And so actually what I'm doing today, what I'm doing right now, is I'm going to bring up this graphic. This is a slide from my course on managing parental alienation, okay? And so this is just one aspect of one thing that I share on that course, to talk about on that course. I thought it would be helpful to the audience at YouTube. And so when it comes to alienation, I try to look at this in like different stages, different levels, right? 1, 2, or 3 in terms of severity, how severe the alienation has become, or how severe this situation actually is. Okay, as you can see, level 1 really is just that the child is kind of drifting away. There's some issues, but level 1 is that you have much better options here. If you're at level 1, this is much easier to help. It's much easier to address this. Okay, level 2, we start to see this. The child is untrusting. That there's a lot of issues happening. And we see the kid kind of drifting away. There's a lot of mistrust. This should definitely be addressed. You should definitely start creating or looking at a change in your strategy, or your parenting approaches, or your approaches to things in general. Okay, and level 3, this is like full-on alienation. I've seen many parents at this level where the kids are just full on rebellion, full on hatred, full on avoidance. I've talked to those parents where they go, text the kid, hey kid, how are you? And the response is F you. Or whatever, okay? Now the thing is, when you get up to this severity of alienation, you have far fewer options. This is a situation that is far more difficult to help. So I'm going to give you three guesses at where people seek help. Right? It's usually right in here, anywhere like advanced level 2 into level 3, right? And almost nobody seeks help for this issue when they're basically at level 1. When that's exactly when you should start intervening. If you're having some issues, don't wait too long, because when you get to here, it is far, far, far more difficult to help. If you just become the full-out villain, sometimes kiddos, they start to emulate personality disorder behavior, and they think in black and whites. If they see you as the evil villain, then it is very, very difficult to change this. Okay, and sometimes I talk to parents where they just feel completely hopeless and helpless. It's usually when they're in this stage. Okay, most apologetic parents, to me, if you have high conflict parents, or like the cluster B, the personality disorder type parents, and then on the opposite you have the apologetic parents, those parents usually wait way too long to ask for help. I think they're ashamed of getting help. I think that they feel like they have to fix things on their own. They always feel shame, I think, from asking for help. There's a lot of shame and a sense of inadequacy, or a sense of being not good enough. I see that a lot. There's a lot of perfectionism. But I also think that's a result of some of their own trauma. And so in that regard, you don't want to wait too long. And you just don't. That's going to be a problem. Okay, and so in my course, my parental alienation course, I teach parental alienation skills. I think there's 9 of them on that course. I've published a lot of content recently. I've published several courses recently. I have 4 courses up currently. And I'll get into that in a second. But if you find this helpful, if this is something that you kind of relate to, and you're like, oh yeah, I should probably, no matter what stage you're at, you ought to do something about it, okay? And so just consider and take into account that, again, most apologetic parents wait too long. So that's just a small sample for my parental alienation course. Now, I used to have courses up on Udemy for high conflict divorce and custody, and I had virtually no motivation to keep a maintenance on it. It paid like crap. I had no motivation to put up more courses because the pay sucked. And so I'm really, really happy to announce that I've now launched my own website on my own platform, where it's worth it to me to develop these courses, maintain them, keep them fresh, update them, keep them new. And so the parental alienation course is one of those courses that's now live on my new website. Go check it out. highconflictcommunity.com. The other courses are my rules for high conflict divorce and custody. There used to be 5 rules, now there's 12. So I've really updated it. My 14 rules of high conflict co-parenting, this parental alienation one, and the rules for high conflict communication. That also includes the Socratic questioning method. All those courses, again, they're live. Go check them out on that website. The link is in the description below. Okay, so I hope you're doing good out there. If you're experiencing really bad parental alienation, I know it's hard, so hang in there. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.